That the thumbnail scared the fuck out of me, dude.
The time. Did you miss me, baby? Just got off the motherfucking shower, getting fucking horny and shit. Jesus fuck, man. Fist bump?
I don't fist bump people like you, man, to be honest.
Okay, this is the last jobbery we're gonna watch.
Please welcome the NFC champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Nice leftist values you're instilling on all of your 12-year-old chatters. Nice job laughing at someone having a mental breakdown. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Sorry. I think, you know, being a fucking asshole who tries to attack a... Oh, dude, it's a bait one. Here, I'm banning you. Have fun on your sock. Oh, wait, this is your sock. Oh, wait, you can't actually fucking speak on your main now because when I ban your sock, you get IP banned from the page.
There were about 70,000 fans in attendance the day Philadelphia faced off against the New England Patriots at the 52nd NFL Championship. Amongst that crowd was notable Eagles superfan EDP445, a man you may know from his catalog of viral reaction videos and emotional sports.
Don't you promote VPNs though? I do, but I don't know if chatters have them or not. That's true. I probably should stop promoting fucking VPNs at the top of the hour when I run an ad break, like right now. Because it is top of the fucking hour. And that means there's time for a 60-second fucking ad break, dude. And you can avoid those ad breaks with an ad-free broadcasting experience by subscribing with the Twitch Prime or with the $5 subscription. Here's the ad break now.
Sports rants.
Philadelphia Eagles! Woo! Chip Kelly! What's up with it, cuz?
Bro, he's an Eagles fan. Like, that's an automatic self-report, dude. Eagles fans are famous for eating, like, horse shit off the ground. And that's when they win, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a bunch of crazy nonsense, you know? It's just...
Fuck DeMarco Murray. What a bunch of fucking losers.
Our friend EDP never shied away from airing his boiling hot takes on the team he admired to the death.
Are you fucking for real? I hate this motherfucker. It's showtime!
But it wasn't until 2018 that he finally got the chance to act out his lifelong dream of seeing his Eagles bring home a Super Bowl trophy in person.
Wait! What the fuck happened? What happened?
If it were up to me, the story of EDP would end right at this moment, with tears of joy streaming down his face as he revels in the timeless victory of his favorite football team. But unfortunately, that's not what happened.
Hello. I'm gonna wait for everyone to get in here before I go over some things.
He showed up on camera.
Who is this man?
What is happening with this fucking story?
I'm here.
That's me! I'm in the video!
Up on camera.
Who is this man?
What? That's me, boys. Same desk. Same background. Me, Mr. Obby, dude. What is happening with this fucking story?
I'm here to figure out how such a prevalent online celebrity went from cheering on the Philadelphia Eagles at the biggest game of the year to being caught on camera trying to meet up with a minor. This is the tragic end of EDP.
And look at him being a pedophile. They decided to screenshot the shit and record it. Like, she's 15, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck, niggas, the bitch is 1.
Born on December 15th, 1990, Bryant Moreland is a
Wait, what? This dude is only 1 year older than me? What the fuck, dude? There's only a 1 year age difference between me and EDP445? That is actually the fucking weirdest fact about this video. It's done. It's over. 1990, dude? I thought he was like fucking 40 years old. Oh my God, the years have not been kind to this man. Dude, you really have to stop. You really have to stop with this fucking joke that I'm like 40 years old. I'm going to stop streaming, okay? I should have never mentioned that because now you're going to do it even more. I hate this, okay? Especially because I'm like literally at the precipice of 30, okay? It's July 12th, 2021. I am going to be 30 years old on July 25th, okay? I fucking hate it. I know everybody does it to Cody in his fucking community. I don't like it, okay? I do not like it. Do you understand? You've been turning 30 for 2 years? What? What does it mean? I've been turning... You keep saying I'm old. I'm going to start ending stream even earlier, okay? You keep saying I'm old. I'm going to fucking stop streaming at 4 hours. I'm going to say, my old rusty bones. Yeah.
...30-year-old YouTuber who peaked at 2 million subscribers and 600,000 Instagram followers before his entire...
Dude, look at this. Fucking Frogan is in here exclusively because we were covering like little baby Zoomer TikTok drama. Like never in here, but now she's in here because we're covering Zoomer drama. That's why she's literally in here talking shit.
Existence was banished from the internet. Thank God it's all been archived so we don't lose such masterpieces as nearly shitted myself at school, taking a shit at Chipotle, and I just shit on myself.
Alright, you guys, so I literally just fucking shitted upon myself. I sharted and shit was all in my fucking boxers, and I had to run to the bathroom and take the fucking shit, so... there you have it.
Basically, he's a wild guy, a crazy, kooky guy. We're talking about someone who openly brags about his personal stolen bra collection.
Woo! The sight of a big-ass tit, you know what I mean? I mean, fucking juicy-ass, bouncing motherfucking titty, my nigga, just makes my motherfucking cock hard. I stole a bra out the laundromat and I sniffed it and beat off to that motherfucker, okay?
You're telling me a guy who steals women's laundry to jack off is actually a sexual predator? But as it would turn out, the more egregious and shocking his titles were, the more attention he would garner.
Top 200 motherfucking porn stars. I don't give a fuck.
I remember seeing his stuff all over Instagram back in high school, and although I was never a fan myself, I still knew people who would watch him religiously.
Would you guys consider jacking off to be a sport? I don't know about you motherfuckers, but I consider that shit to be a sport, okay? If people can sit back and label goddamn golf, which is the boringest fucking sport in the world, a goddamn sport, if you can label that shit as a sport, and if you can label goddamn fishing as a sport, I know damn well you can label jacking off a sport.
I mean, it's hard to deny screenshots like these made for good memes, I guess. Throughout the past decade, Bryant was able to grow his brand large enough to branch into the mainstream, becoming a regular guest on Tosh.0.
What the f poppin'?
EDP, you predicted the Patriots championship last year, so that's some points. You also called me the N-word, so you're back to even.
Good man.
Even Howard Stern gave our man some love at one point.
That sounds
all right, let's
funny.
See. Okay, here's the fan going crazy, just to give you a flavor.
Try being a fucking Eagles fan! Try being that fucking shit!
Try being a fucking Eagles fan. I guarantee you, bitch. You couldn't walk a mile in my motherfucking all green chucks, nigga. You couldn't walk a mile up in them motherfuckers.
Now that's a fucking spirited dude.
Wow. Becoming an icon, EDP445.
You know, Howard Stern, a great judge of character. Most importantly, massive fucking liberal, dude. Like, the biggest Hillary stan, just so whack. I will never look at Howard Stern the same after that, dude. I don't give a fuck if he's a pioneer, a legend, all this other shit. Like, since I found out how much of a fucking anti-Bernie, Hillary-loving lib he is, it's just like, ew. So gross, dude. How can he be subversive and like, and wild and at the same time, like, be a fucking Hillary Clinton stan, dude? Washed up ass. I mean, he is super fucking old, so that's probably why. Like, you guys think, what do you call it? Like, fucking Ice Poseidon was pioneering content. Like, Howard Stern invented half the shit. You know what I mean? Did Hillary ride the simian? Like, he didn't even ask her to do that, which is fucked up.
Or rather, Eat Dat Pussy 445 was developing a zealous cult-like following of fans. Well, fans may not be the right word. One look at his subreddit any time over the past 5 years would prove his biggest haters to be some of his own followers, which to me is about as sad as it is fucking funny. See, with so many people hungry for content, a good chunk of his audience just wanted to watch him for the train wreck he was, and craved the type of outrageous, gravy-induced rants that plagued much of his channel, most of which had to do with one thing.
How you like that, my nigga, huh?
Eating the pussy?
Taste these motherfucking balls, bitch. You like that? You like that, don't you? Taste all these motherfucking balls, my nigga. Taste them. Come on. Come on.
With the 53rd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Hurts, quarterback.
What the fuck?
Brian's reaction to the Eagles picking their newest quarterback.
I can't take this fucking shit anymore.
I think one of the weirdest parts about this is a chatter also pointed out is that he's from fucking Bakersfield, dude. Like, he's not even from, like, he's repping Eagles so hard, but he's not even from Philly. He doesn't even live in Philly. Maybe he was from Philly originally, but like, he literally lives in Bakersfield. It's crazy. Roll up that stomach to hope to find your penis. Hashtag arm day. Shut up.
Swear to God, I could not fucking take this shit anymore, man. Philadelphia Eagles. I hate you, motherfuckers.
I mean, he was also a Trump supporter.
I hate you. Yeah, I do. I do. I do. I fucking hate you.
Yeah, he happens to live in the meth capital of California. That's where you get that sweet, sweet, primo, fair trade, organic, ethically sustained bathtub methamphetamine, baby. Bakersfield, let's go.
I hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
Without the Philadelphia Eagles, EDP would have nothing to
Okay, someone in the chat said, if he grew a beard, would he be a 7? I said the caveat there is if you grow a beard, get in shape, and get a haircut that works with your head and go take a shower, okay? Like, good hygiene, good haircut that works with your head, go to the gym, and then grow a beard, you're easy 7. Like, automatic lock for a 7. Every person is. He, on the other hand, has done none of those other qualities.
talk about. Well, besides jacking off and shitting, I guess. But despite all the grotesqueness, the driving force behind Bryant's popularity was his passion for sports. Sure, videos like these may get you in the door, but it was his sheer commitment to a team like the Eagles that kept the attention of his real, die-hard fans, giving him a pretty heavy presence amongst online football communities. But even then, it wasn't his opinions people wanted to see, it was mostly just the way he said them.
Who's ready for an ass whooping, ass whooping, ass whooping? Who's ready for an ass whooping versus the Chicago Bears? Do you like dick in your mouth?
So naturally, in an effort to make as much money as possible, Bryant decided to capitalize on this and give the people what they wanted most by opening up a Cameo account where fans could request personalized messages for their friends, significant others, family, or whatever. Essentially, Cameo started as just another avenue for Bryant to get paid in between working his day job as a security guard, I think?
Bro, what was he securing? That's what I want to know. Like, they hired him as a security guard for what? Like, what was he? What is he possibly? What could he be securing? And from who?
The fuck you doing here, nigga? Identify yourself. Who the fuck are you?
But he had to find some way to keep the lights on, as I'm sure it was impossible to stay monetized on YouTube. Basically, he did what he had to do up until July of 2020, which may as well have marked the beginning of the end for our good pal here.
So pretty much, dude, I get a lot of people hitting me up on Instagram, always begging, always asking. This guy, he's all like, hey, yo, EDP, can you give my girlfriend Lucy a shout out?
Summer 2020. One particular fan approached Bryant via Instagram with a pretty innocuous request that he give his girlfriend a shout out in honor of her birthday. Well, Bryant isn't about to work for free, is he? I mean, the man has dignity. So as any level-headed human being would do, he replied with,
listen, motherfucker, if your girlfriend wants a motherfucking shout out, bro, she better fucking pull her shirt off and show me some motherfucking titties, my nigga. You know what I mean? Show me some titties, show me something. I don't give a fuck if she is fucking 14.
What was the last part?
Now, anybody knows damn well I'm playing, I'm joking. It's a fucking joke, right? And so...
oh, thank God it was only a joke. I was almost starting to think you were the type of guy to actually groom and confront a 13-year-old girl in person, but oh, that's what you actually did. Okay, I hate this timeline.
We have you talking to Sophie, correct? Yes or no?
Right.
Okay, how old is she?
13.
13, okay.
But see, back then, nobody knew for...
Bro, to be fair, I think that was our first dive into JCS-style content. I think that's when we, for the first time ever, watched, like, when we watched that entire, like, fucking pedo episode, like, confronting the pedophile episode, that was, like, our deep dive into JCS-style content where the dudes that fucking caught him were also, like, insane, but, you know, that's besides the point.
Certain his intentions. Nobody could have realized the sheer gravity of saying this in an Instagram group chat of minors.
Lucy, you better show me some fucking titties. I don't give a fuck. Like, come on, you want me to wish that nigga happy birthday, motherfucker? You better show me some fucking titties or something, shit. Oh my God, EDP, like, she's 14, like, she's 15, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck, nigga, if the bitch is 1, motherfucker, like... ain't shit free in this motherfucker.
Now, was it a little concerning that a good chunk of his followers at the time...
1? He said, I don't give a fuck if the bitch is 1. Very weird.
...were underage girls? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Not exactly normal behavior from a man rapidly approaching his 30s, is it?
Oh my God, like, look at his fucking hairline. Look at his fucking bald spot.
As we know, Brian's sense of humor has always been a little... fucked up. With the minimal evidence there was in July, we only have the testimonies and his alibi to work with. The latter of which wasn't exactly the strongest.
Do you honestly think that through all the bullshit I've been through, you know what I mean, me losing my moms and finally being able to move out, my fucking YouTube channel is growing at rapid fucking rates, you know what I mean, I have great, beautiful, loving, caring goddamn friends. I have 2 fucking goddaughters who are some of the most adorable fucking things ever, you know what I mean, spoil their ass rotten. I just dropped 60 fucking grand up on a fucking car. Do you honestly think that I would sit back and throw away my life for some fucking punk ass bitch that barely even has fucking hair on her motherfucking pussy?
Ah, the good old you.
That's what we call the self-report. Very bold move there from a man who is, you know, trying to deflect away from the accusations that he's a pedophile by talking about the vagina of a minor, the minor in question.
You really think I'd throw my life away for a child in high school? Textbook manipulator behavior that aged like the finest milk. See, these were just some of the responses we saw from Bryant shortly after the first allegations cropped up. That he knows young kids, he's got a great life, and he would never do anything to jeopardize any of that. Wonder where I've heard that before. I can't quite put my finger on it. But with the evidence being as flimsy as it was, fans were torn. For some, it was impossible to even entertain the idea that a guy who spent hours crafting his list of the top 200 porn stars could ever be a morally bankrupt sexual deviant. They needed more proof, which is exactly what they got.
Yo, what the fuck's happening? It's your Puerto Rican Prince Cold Raven, king of the motherfucking Ravens. So a lot of people yesterday in my video, you need to show evidence. You need to show evidence. They're coming after me. I looked at all this shit. He even looked at all this shit. He's a guilty little egg. Let's go over this bullshit.
On July 9th, 2020, fellow sports commentator Cold Raven caught Bryant in the crosshairs with a video titled EDP445 Accusations and Lies, where he assessed the recent allegations and recapped every point made by Bryant in his prior live streams.
So of course, again, this guy's about as full of shit as a fucking septic pipe. Sewage. This motherfucker's just spewing sewage out his ass.
The idea was to highlight the inconsistencies sloppily woven throughout EDP's half-assed response videos and underline the type of deceitful characteristics he was showing. In a series of videos, Cold Raven called his bluff by providing evidence that seemed to depict Bryant as the shameless liar he is. How could he have not known what the girl looked like when he had already made sexually suggestive comments about her body in the group chat?
I don't know. I didn't know her fucking age. The fuck? I never even seen a picture of this bitch.
But right here it shows that he owns a fucking picture of her. But no, I thought you didn't own any pictures. Now there's DMs proving that you do in fact own pictures that you sent in the group chat that you took off of her story. It's not even like she sent you these. You took them off her story.
Following this narrative would also make it true that Bryant was well aware of her age by the time these messages and voice memos were sent. But of course, yeah, it was all a joke.
Do I have a fucked up sense of humor? Fuck yeah. Was that my voice in the voice clips? Yeah. Am I a pedophile? Fuck no. And I see this one chick, right? Hispanic chick, right? I mean, this bitch got some big ass motherfucking titties. Fucking goddamn skin tight ass fucking jeans. I mean, motherfucking halter top is so goddamn tight. I would suck the fucking living dog shit out these bitches. Like, this fucking hoe can hop up on my dick any fucking day of the week, right? I never even seen a picture of this bitch.
I guess leaving comments like this under another minor's post was also a joke, right? Cold Raven even went so far as to provide proof that he had not only been making these advances towards the aforementioned 14-year-old, but another 15-year-old and 16-year-old as well.
But there's two other girls that were 15 and 16 that he just doesn't want to talk about. Having a permit sucks. Okay, talk to you later. Be safe, babes.
What the fuck? Bro, having a permit sucks. Being 16 is mad tough. All of the responsibilities. 16 taking med classes. Oh my lord, dude. This is like... I didn't know all of the fucking details of this shit, dude. This is nasty as fuck.
Being 16 is mad tough. All your responsibilities. 16 in med classes? 16 taking med classes. Damn, you're a genius. Yeah, I'm 16. Ha ha ha.
I mean, he just outright says it too. He knows their ages and is still flirting. Now, of course, screenshots can be manipulated. We all know that. And because this was everything he had to show at the time, EDP's fans were quick to blatantly write these accusations off as mere—
Wow, shocked to find out, dude. That's so shocking that another content creator's fans immediately were like, "Oh, fuck you! Actually, you're lying." And you know, I mean, his fans are probably fucking crazy too. They're probably weird as fuck.
Your attempts at clout chasing. In fact, Raven's first few videos were disliked bombed to shit pretty much immediately upon release.
Immaculate cat. You're a clout chaser because what the fuck is wrong with America? Look at his new vid. It's all a joke. Again, calling underage girls cutie, wifey, babe, sexy, etc., etc. Who thinks that's funny? You laugh? You laugh? You laugh? You think that's fucking funny? It seems like he's trying to get with these fucking underage girls.
Not many people were buying these claims when they first came out, which is honestly kind of sad. Cold Raven was one of the first individuals to come out against Bryant, and did so at the most unpopular time possible. He wasn't trying to get clicks, he was genuinely trying to warn the community of EDP's dangerous habits of jumping into DMs with girls 15 years his junior. But I think it's safe to say he's the one laughing now.
Do you fantasize about females under the age of 16, yes or no? Sometimes.
Yes.
Obviously, you fantasize about a 13-year-old, correct? Yes or no? Correct.
Of course,
Dude,
these videos from Cold Raven.
It's still strange watching it the second time around. Like, I have not gotten used to it. I can't get used to what the fuck this is. It's just the way he just like admits it is crazy to me.
Weren't met with the most warmth and gratitude from our favorite masturbation enthusiast over here. And Bryant's responses barely contained any evidence, actually no evidence at all, to counter what Raven had brought to the table. Instead, resorting mostly to just calling him a virgin.
Cold Raven, go get some fucking pussy, man. Maybe hit up those fucking bitches, my nigga, that are over there in the fucking screenshots and shit. Maybe you can fuck them. You know what I mean? Maybe you can go over their house and eat their fucking pussy out, my nigga. Something that's going to fucking satisfy your fucking craving.
One video even depicts Bryant sitting alone eating chicken wings in silence before suddenly... It was an all-out war. But it was also interesting because Bryant was still doing everything he could to not explicitly address the nature of the allegations brought against him. He wasn't able to provide evidence that would absolve him of the accusations because there was none.
He made some fucking corny ass video last night going like, if you believe these, you're an idiot. If you believe these, you're this. And if I throw insults at you, that means I'm telling the truth.
He had no other defense besides, you really think I would throw my life away for a child? Yes, I do think that. Okay, shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, you're a fucking creep. Oh my God, like that's so fucking sickening. As a woman, when you wear clothes like that, whatever your motherfucking age is, 14, 15, 16, 17, titties and ass and shit all bolstered the fuck out and shit. And then when she catch attention from the wrong motherfucker, oh, I'm 15, I'm 16, I'm 17.
Okay, bro, that's fucking nuts, dude. That is classic fucking victim blaming a 15-year-old girl saying that, like, you were, what were you wearing? That's like literally every fucking self-report in the book. How the fuck did people not realize this ahead of time? I mean, he's literally doubling down and then doing the what was she wearing technique. That's insanity, dude.
You weren't thinking about that shit, nigga, when you was putting on that motherfucking outfit.
Of course, it's easy for anyone to say that now that he's being investigated by authorities, but the fact that he would just get up and walk away whenever questioned should have counted for something, right?
Stop ignoring the Peter allegations that were thrown at you. Either own up to the mistakes or prove you're innocent, because we're waiting for your side. Hell yeah, Lucid. All right, let's wait. Oh. He just ended the stream after a lucid sentence.
He just ended the stream after a lucid sentence.
You'd think an innocent man would jump at the chance to clear their name against such vile and disturbing claims, but instead, EDP took a different route and straight up refused to appear on Drama Alert to defend himself against Raven. Basically, despite a hand-
Okay, to be fair, like going to fucking Drama Alert is not necessarily the best move regardless. that's not the people's court right there. You know what I mean? Like, perhaps the worst place you can go to is fucking Keemstar, dude. My man is dishing out pedo accusations regardless of evidence and whatnot, you know?
Handful of his fan base still in denial, all signs were pointing to some kind of suspicious behavior from our boy Bryant. The extent of which only became more severe as Raven continued making videos upon videos about the girls who were coming forward, all with screenshots and audio suggesting Bryant was trying to slide in.
This shit ain't fake, man. Again, you texted 5 underage girls and you fell for the decoy. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to get in contact with Bakersfield fucking police. I'm gonna hit up Predator Poachers, Pop Squad or something, see what I can do about this. You sick motherfucker.
Things really weren't looking the best. But if you thought it was bad then, just know it only gets worse.
1,500 miles away from home just to get this dude, so everybody go subscribe. But anyway, enjoy the video.
But first, no, this video will not get monetized, so yes, we do have a sponsor. The good people over at Scentbird. Scentbird is a fragrance-based subscription service that gives you the opportunity to shop from over... It shouldn't even... I can barely pronounce 30 at check.
I know the guy that caught him is racist.
Batch of cupcakes, which... I'm not gonna lie, they smell really fucking delicious, but I never was, even before this whole weight loss shit, I never was a huge cupcake eater.
On April 18th, 2021, the internet group Predator Poachers, known for skewering potential sex offenders out in the open, began teasing what many would consider their biggest sting yet, targeted at none other than Big Playboy 445 himself. Bryant.
You said owner profile 13, yes? Correct. Okay, so you initiated the conversation with a 13-year-old knowing she was 13, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay.
Now, of course, being catfish was nothing new for our friend, as I direct you to the time he threatened a 17-year-old decoy on Instagram just a few months prior, swearing to find their ass if he was ever exposed, which I mean, guess didn't age too well. But we're talking about an entirely different decoy here. See, Predator Poachers is known for confronting their prey in person and on camera in front of their once audience of I'm not sure how many people, because their first channel has been deleted for God knows how long, meaning this particular operation needed to be uploaded to a backup channel, Chet Goldstein's to be exact, otherwise Alex, the face of the organization since its conception. Their objective is simple. Suspected predators are coerced via text messages and lured into a public space where instead of meeting an underage child, they're approached by 3 sweaty men with a camera. If you've ever seen Chris Hansen's To Catch a...
Is it true that EDP is not going to jail because the fucking pedo investigation was like completely botched? As always, like half these fucking pedo hunters do because they care about clout and clicks rather than like actually fucking stopping pedophiles. And unfortunately, even the most professional iteration of this was pretty much running into the same exact problems, like fucking up investigations, like actual police investigations. The pedo hunting community on YouTube is a very strange one, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of fucking issues with it.
Predator, that's pretty much what this is, only with slightly less decorum.
Give me that shirt.
Because he hasn't.
Are you Jewish? Yes. You don't want to commit a hate crime on yourself, do you? That would be anti-Semitic to kill yourself. If you don't want me to call the cops, wear the shirt.
I've actually came really close to dying in 2011. That's why I'm here.
Ah, dude. Are you like a Jewish Nazi for trying to kill yourself?
But we'll get to all of that soon enough. Basically, the group took aim at Bryant following Cold Raven's series of exposés. By February 2021, the PP unit hit Bryant with a decoy.
One of those cases of good intentions leading to the opposite effect? Dude, that is not good intentions. Those dudes are fucking psychos, dude. Those dudes that, like, those pedo hunters are fucking nuts, okay? Like, it's already sus as fuck because, like, half the time they're either portraying themselves as minors or, like, finding literal minors to go out and talk to pedophiles, which those guys literally did. Like, they are fucking nuts, too. They half the time, the fucking pedo hunters are, like, pedos themselves.
account who simply messaged, "I just found your YouTube channel, why are you so funny?" In which Bryant responded by dropping the F slurs. I mean, it's not funny, it's just like, why the fuck would you ever say that? After double texting what he thought to be a 13-year-old girl, conversation picked up, and over time, the two began to develop a pretty cohesive bond. Just a normal, average friendship between a girl in middle school and a man 17 years her senior, which should honestly warrant an investigation.
No, it's not Liz Brunick. I made that joke before, okay? Yes, the person that they used as the minor in the video literally looks like Liz Brunick.
All on its own. What could you possibly have in common with someone almost 2 decades younger than you? But see, it wasn't about that. Bryant clearly possessed more sinister intentions from the start, as his playful chatting slowly turned into flirting, even after being told her age directly. Seems conversation went from just chatting to, "Let me crawl through your window and kidnap you and lock you up in my dungeon," real fast. But not before sending an uncensored photo of his own fecal matter marinating in a toilet.
He sent a picture of his shit. This man's he's sending shit pics, and that is not a healthy shit. That's very runny. There's no solid foundation of the stool. That is alarming.
This was only 2 days into meeting too. Like, good confirmation that Bryant is the exact same.
It's not a healthy shit.
Person behind the scenes as he is on camera, I guess. All they talk about here is jacking off and shitting.
Why is he looking so hard at the shit? Because it's fucking Charlie, dude. He's a fucking demon himself. A freak. A man with refined taste, okay? Charlie's the type of dude who will write like an entire article on a live leak beheading. Also from Florida. That's all you need to know, okay? The master of sex toys.
And if you want to skip to this time frame on screen, please go right ahead. These chat logs get much more demented from here, and I would completely understand if this is just too much for you to stomach. Conversation between him and the decoy spanned throughout 2 whole months, allowing predator poachers to take an even deeper dive into the ever-enticing universe of Eat Dat Pussy 445. What are you doing right now? I'm watching porn. I'd love to see you. He's got game. Although words like babe and cutie were thrown around from the beginning, the chat logs don't take a darker turn until mid-March, when Bryant begins revealing how ticklish he is, and that everyone born in this 13-year-old girl's generation is dumb and a moron, coming from the guy trying to solicit sex from a child. Just the night prior, he had mentioned wanting to hug and cuddle her, since neither of them had really experienced it before. He wanted to be her first, which is a pretty recurring theme throughout these texts, as he later describes how he wants to fuck her innocence away. The chats indicate how he got off on how young she was, which is the most alarming part.
Bro, we literally skipped this last time because I was just like, this is too much. I don't want to see the fucking logs, like step by step. Guess what? I was right. It is literally too. It's so nasty.
Any of this makes me wonder how the parents of this child must feel after letting Bryant watch over their daughter on numerous occasions.
It's just me. Me, the scary clown, and my little homie Aurora.
It's just as heartbreaking as it is horrifying. As he and Sophie became more comfortable, he eventually offered to be her first kiss, and described what would happen if they ever met up for real. Would you ever want to do something else, like more than a kiss? You mean like sex or something? We can. Bryant insists on teaching her about sex in person. He asks if she wants to try oral, as he, quote, likes doing what his YouTube name says. Lovely. Bryant then disgustingly continues to list the parts of her body he wants to taste, like the vagina, as he just states pretty plainly, leading us to the part
he said, if that's okay, a gentleman.
where Bryant goes full health teacher mode and begins explaining how girls get horny and what intercourse is. Teaching her about cum, he's reveling in their age difference, as I said earlier. But don't take my word for it. Listen to Bryant himself say he's always wanted a younger girl who doesn't care about these sickening circumstances. Well, he didn't use the word sickening, of course, it's me saying that, but because this nightmare never ends, the chats get even worse. He says he wants to feel how tight she is and how he's gonna get her out of her comfort zone. A child. Someone who can't consent. He's essentially describing rape. The bottom line here is the sexual talk went on for a good while, weirdly interspersed with Bryant having sudden and brief realizations that what he's doing is actually very illegal.
Sophie, I can't do this. Honestly, we can be friends and that. Be cool. I can't do this shit. This is something I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. I hope you aren't upset or angry about this. I honestly sat down and thought to myself, what the fuck are you doing? You didn't do anything bad, I promise. It's just that you're so young. You're 13 and I'm 30. You should be dating boys your age or around your age, you know? Okay, am I still your friend? Of course you are, silly. If we were to do that and somehow it got out, I'm not saying you would say anything. Your mom could find out, dad, family members. I'm fucked. Not only do I lose my YouTube channel, but I go to jail. My reputation is ruined. My life would be completely in shambles.
But anytime these self-actualizations were ever realized, he'd be right back into the graphic essays the very next day. He just couldn't resist acting upon his urge to hurt a child, as evident by the time he and the decoy arranged to meet up in person. Cautiously, of course, but nevertheless. In Bryant's mind, he would be visiting a 13-year-old Sophie the afternoon before her grandma got home from work. Or in his words,
well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
The evening of April 19th, 2021 is when EDP's fate as an influencer was sealed for good. There was no coming back from this video. It was all over, with the news reaching countless past fans, critics, and sports.
Someone said, I loved him like a father. Bro, literally find a better father figure, dude. What the fuck? Even before the pedo shit, like, how the fuck do you love EDP like a father, dude? That's really sad. That's the saddest fucking comment I've read in this entire sea of, like, god damn, dude.
Sports enthusiasts that EDP445 really actually showed up in person to meet what he expected was a girl in middle school. After months of sexually charged conversations, every remnant of Bryant
chatters are saying, but you're like my dad. Okay, funny meme, but like at least I'm a positive role model for the most part. This dude was never a positive role model.
His life shattered not only before his eyes, but an audience of—
oh my god, everyone's capping me, dude. I literally try to be as positive as a role model as I possibly can. You fucking assholes, dude. You guys are such dicks, dude. I swear to fucking god. Actually dicks.
Millions. And what exactly did they see? Well, buckle the fuck up.
And another thing I wanted to ask you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is my life over?
The entire operation was a disaster. I'd say looking back, the two most damning takeaways were A, he actually showed up, and B, he confessed about 44 times.
And you did double text here, yes or no? Correct. Knowing, and you said on her profile 13, yes? Correct. Okay, so you initiated a conversation with a 13-year-old knowing she was 13, yes or no? Correct. You've been exposed for this before. Correct. You say specifically, I've always fantasized about someone younger with a big age gap. You did say that, correct? Yes or no? Correct. That you fantasize about someone younger.
Correct. There was, you know, nothing that was one of the involved because I'm not like that, you know. Well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
But that's pretty much where the positives end, because this poor excuse of an interrogation was an utter train wreck beyond that.
Well, like, what I don't understand, why are you attracted to like 13-year-olds? Like, why are you attracted to underage? Because you clearly said in one of the screenshots that you've always wanted to be with someone younger. Like, you like fantasized about being with someone younger.
Right.
These guys just go in circles asking him, why are you a pedophile? Why are you a pedophile? Basically,
I'm glad that he's at least ripping the fucking pedo hunters too. I almost spent an equal amount of time looking into the background of the pedo hunters than the fucking pedophile because of how much they were like insane. Like how there there was a point in time when the other pedo hunter was like saying shit that was also incredibly fucking creepy about young girls. Like, it was wild.
Just getting us nowhere, because even if he answered that truthfully, it wouldn't even make a difference.
So 13-year-old. So again, when was the first time you fantasized about a 12-year-old?
Never.
Okay, so 13 is the youngest.
Right.
Okay, so why 13 but not 12?
Like,
I don't know.
Okay.
Then they get into a weird hypothetical about age of consent where the main bearded guy kind of self-reports himself.
Like for me, okay, 18, I think there's hot 18-year-olds. I wouldn't do anything with a 17-year-old,
right?
But there's hot 17-year-olds.
Right.
But I don't go, yeah, when I see a 17-year-old. I'm just like, I can't do it. Like, it's just not right.
What was it? Best interrogator in Florida? True. Nah, he's just Florida, bro. He just gotta... He was watching. He might have been. Apparently, he was following me and got excited that I fucking shouted him out.
But... So
watching them stutter through embarrassing one-liners they clearly practiced the night before.
Looks like you're getting everything in the world but the pussy.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. You got him right there. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. So you should title a video instead of, your video almost threw hands with a 13-year-old. You should title your video almost hands with a 13-year-old. I think that'll get a lot of hits, EDP.
I think so.
Yeah. So this is you.
I think it's worth noting that without this sting, Bryant could still very well be posing a danger to his large following on Instagram and YouTube. Because of this video, he's lost those privileges, and I think that's a good thing. But, and there is a massive but, doing one good thing in this situation where literally everyone is on your side doesn't absolve you of all your shortcomings or make your efforts outside of this case any more noble. What I'm saying is it doesn't make someone like Alex a good person with his track record of calling up BLM hotlines and spouting the N-word for 5 minutes straight in an epic prank, you fucking weirdo.
Oh, dude, you can't say fucking on the live stream.
It's bad, nigga.
Dude, the gonna get offended and report us.
Oh, you right.
What the fuck is wrong with you? This guy just said racist creep.
Or the time he joked about hiding children in his basement to a stranger.
I provide her with plenty of D, just not the vitamin part.
Oh no, that's not good either.
Oh, really?
Not if it's a child.
Well, I was tired of being a virgin, so what the fuck?
Wow.
And yes, the character of Chet Goldstein does not detract from the perverted, irredeemable actions of Bryant, but I do think we should remember that a person's questionable history isn't immediately null because of a few good deeds. And thus, they were called out by virtually everyone who commented on the situation as it happened.
Tons of clips surfaced from Alex where he was being extremely racist, dropping the N-word, hard R, homophobia. He was being really creepy.
Hey, well, hey, let's get us a discount in the bed and bath section, like ASAP, like Rapido. Hey, let's do that. Let's do that. Hey, let me get you.
What the fuck? I didn't see this one, dude. Damn, son, where'd you find this, dude? That is yikes. Oh my fucking god, dude. This guy, oh my god.
Your number. Hey, so if I can get on my knees and propose to you right here, can you get on your knees in the bedroom? I play football, you probably play football, but so we got that common though. That's what I'm saying. Dang.
You know, in a perfect world, you can choose to be not him or him. So, you know, there's leeway for all of this shit.
Basically what happened is the Spider-Man meme where both Spider-Men are pointing at each other, but in real life.
As you can see, Alex was subsequently slammed for his incelious comments, his weirdly racist and creepy behavior around women, and just being an overall annoying edgelord in general. Rightfully so, especially when they do this poor of a job in trying to actually, you know, catch the predator.
You took some criticism, Alex, for not really confronting him in a professional...
Bro, this dude literally thinks he's Kakashi. Okay, I'm just like, he actually thinks he's like so sick, dude. You know he thinks he's a fucking ninja. Also, god, dude, what is up with the fucking pedo hunter, pedo catcher community? Is so sus, dude. Yes, Chris Hansen is washed, absolutely.
Way merely making fun of him for being big, taunting him. But is it right just to go up and prank this guy and make fun of him when the allegations are so very, very serious? I mean,
We
it was
got
like you were
to-
trying to embarrass him, and I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, really.
Yeah,
But, you
yeah,
know,
that's-
what he
that's
did
it.
is what he did, and that's horrifying. And
That's
you know,
that's
I've
how
spent
that's how we do things.
good
The
part
most
of my
important-
career defending
Yeah.
children, so it didn't seem very professional to me.
That's fine.
In regards to undercover stings, if these operations are not handled with the utmost professionalism, it could lead to a blatant predator walking free with no legal consequences, which actually seems to have happened the most throughout predator poachers' track record.
I'm proud to say we've caught over 300 child predators with countless arrests too. So
How many of the 300 or so people exposed in your investigations have actually been prosecuted, and how many have been convicted?
over 10 that are either going to be convicted or sentenced or awaiting trial and all of that. And I know there's countless arrests that are like, you know, just
Pending
in the jail.
So 10 convictions, you think, out of...
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? So either this means that they botched 290 pedophile investigations, or, which is like equally as bad, unfairly called 290 people pedophiles. Like one or the other, okay? Both are fucking terrible, okay? Both are terrible. Like either they went after motherfuckers and like literally fucked up. Like 290 pedophiles are now out in the fucking streets. Just lie at that point, dog. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just lie, dude. Why are you saying this openly? Bro, this guy is doing... Honestly, here, dude. Here's the fucking QAnon take. These guys are covering for pedos by literally, like, outing people as pedos in the worst investigation possible so that, like, in a weird double jeopardy situation, cops can't investigate them anymore. Big think. They catch him and fuck the investigation up so hard that cops literally can't prosecute these motherfuckers, dude. You can't, like... Oh my god. Yeah, there's no content if you, like, conduct an investigation and then call the cops, obviously, and, like, give them the detailed information. Where's the YouTube video now? Well, you don't have a YouTube video now.
300 or so actual predators exposed.
Yeah, that's ballpark, but more are coming for sure.
What EDP did was extremely illegal, immoral, wrong. Just every word you could possibly use to describe the situation is justified. But the sloppiness of the investigation here...
Chris Hansen did work with the police, caught, like, pedophiles. Some of them were arrested. I mean, all of them were arrested. Some of them were actually convicted. But even Chris Hansen and To Catch a Predator also ended up flubbing investigations as well. So... like, yeah, when you involve cameras in a fucking pedophile investigation, there are always going to be fucking flaws. It's a really careful, very delicate matter. You know what I mean? You can't just fucking do that, especially because, and we talked about this back then, it is super fucking illegal to hire minors and portray them as minors. Even cops have to be, like, specifically trained. Like, not everyone can just, like, portray themselves as a minor to bait pedophiles. You know what I mean? You can't do any of that shit.
Here is what may lead to him getting off the legal hook after all. They literally had him there for almost an hour and didn't call the police until the very last minute. Why wouldn't they have just done it sooner, or better yet, just involve the police from the beginning? Or hell, with that much evidence, they could have just turned the chat logs over to authorities without making it public. But then again, how are they supposed to get clout? I do want to maintain a sliver of hope that something good will happen. There are a lot of illegal messages Bryant admitted to sending, and according to Alex the local police are still pursuing some kind of investigation at the time of me recording this, but make no mistake, that doesn't mean his team cares more about getting justice than they do getting clicks. I mean, Predator Poachers has done it all, from forcing predators to duel for their freedom, to illegally intimidating suspects with weapons, posing as security guards illegally.
Absolutely fine. It's here to meet a 13-year-old boy. We got it under control, security.
Just doesn't seem worth the $1,800 to let these guys bumble around your neighborhood looking for predators by using actual minors as bait. All that only to end up catching the wrong guy.
I'm gonna text his phone, text his thing.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
What's this about?
Just, can you text me?
Can
you go to the app?
time for this shit? Like, what's this about?
Listen, can you just show me the app and you go to your apps?
I don't
They got the wrong guy. That guy was. That's hilarious.
Well, I hope you fucking catch the guy.
Yeah, man. He probably just seen me.
Motherfucker's like, any chance it was him? You gotta be certain. Asking random dudes for their phone, he should have slapped you.
I seen me do this.
But
that was just practice for the real catch, dude. The funniest fucking takes in there.
At the same time, as far as public opinion goes, EDP is finished. They were able to expose him for the monster he is to his audience. But legally speaking, they've tainted this pretty much indefinitely, at least according to the cops who have commented.
There's definitely some gray areas that are involved in this as far as legal and the potential use of some of this as evidence in criminal proceedings.
Bakersfield police say while vigilante operations like this are not illegal, it's a dangerous position to put yourself in and could impede law enforcement down the road.
Let's be honest, I mean, it's a grift, and if you've only managed to throw about 10 of an estimated 300 predators behind bars, I'd argue it's not a very good one.
Chet Goldstein. I've been making videos for coming up on 11 years now, my nigga, you feel me? I've been in the game for a cool ass minute. Eat that pussy movement, my nigga. We riding fucking packs, bro. This ain't the fucking end.
Yeah, about that. By now, EDP has been permanently banned from YouTube.
Dude, it reminds me of the tactic alt-right street gangs use to wear and kill your local pedophile shirts, hoping that people will assume whoever they're beating up deserves it. Yeah, it's like the fucking bodyguard that was trying to fight me at the Logan Paul fight, who literally had a kill all pedophile shirt on. So yeah, no, I have a first-hand experience with a fucking psychopathic, reactionary, professional bodyguard who of the fighter who's gonna fight fucking Jake Paul. Yeah. Almost fucking fought me and Will. Psycho.
YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for, well, obvious reasons.
Do I deserve to go to jail? If I'm being honest with you.
I gotta pee.
You don't think so?
I think so.
Alex, or Chet Goldstein, has also subsequently lost his channel for evading the suspension of his last one, so whether or not we're gonna see much of these guys back on YouTube is hard to say. I'm sure with the level of cloud EDP craves, it won't be long until he makes a new Instagram. Oh wait, he's already back. Cool. But I think this may be the last instance of EDP we'll ever see online. I've been working on this video for months, and I keep checking to see if his website is ready, but as of July 5th, 2:50 p.m. I still have yet to see anything up and running. I mean, what audience is even left at this point? Who is on your side? All of his friends have since cut ties and made very public statements addressing their involvement in EDP's life, clearing their name as best they can.
He was a really, really good friend of mine. He was. This is a guy that probably couldn't get all the crevices in the shower. This is a guy that probably smelled like shit when he sweat, or if he didn't sweat. This is probably a guy that if you fucking got within 2 feet of him, you'd be on the verge of passing out. Like, that's how disgusting this guy is.
The last update I saw was that Chris Hansen has now joined the mix, which will be pretty productive, I'm sure.
I had been doing some YouTube shows, and people kept saying, you need to look into Onision, who's a YouTube streamer who has been accused of...
A YouTube streamer? The way he just took a wrecking ball to the whole Onision operation hurts my soul.
EDP himself agreed to an interview so long as...
Wait, he fucked up the Onision thing? Wait, I need to see this. Hold on. I'm sorry. I got to rewatch.
Join the mix, which will be pretty productive, I'm sure.
I had been doing some YouTube shows, and people kept saying you need to look into Onision, who's a YouTube streamer who has been accused of
A YouTube streamer? The way he just took a wrecking ball to the whole Onision operation hurts my soul.
EDP himself agreed to an interview so long as
Lauren Boebert. Okay, normally we would ban this person, but this is actually a real story about a real congressperson. My now husband flashed his dick at me in public when I was underage. I don't think what EDP did was weird, honestly. It's actually a very clever joke. Most people, if I didn't stop and explain that, people would probably think that that is actually psychotic. But that is a real story about Colorado's very own Congresswoman Lauren Boebert and her sex pest husband. Yeah, that's a real story. That literally fucking happened, dude. How nuts is that? Now that woman is like running around being like, oh my God, we need guns in schools. I need guns in the bathroom. I brought my gun to Congress. Don't come to work tomorrow. I like you.
Chris paid him $17,000 up front, so good to know our man is still out of his fucking mind. If the interview ever does end up happening though, I guess I just hope the questions are better than the quality of this.
So why did you want to taste her? Well, I mean, you know, you are what you eat, I guess.
Yeah, Onision now is a website that's literally a straight up IP grabber and people just suck them off. It's gross. Wait, what does that mean?
Yes, eat that pee, you know, but, you know, why did you want to taste it?
Ghost, any final thoughts?
Yeah, thank you so much for having us, Mr. Handsome. Hopefully one day we can collab. That would be great.
All right. Guys, thanks very much for being on.
Alright, motherfucker, what's cracking with it? It's your boy, Eat That Pussy 445.
Bryant reached the point of no return the second he waddled into that fateful parking lot in a wannabe Chris Hansen-style expose that shocked the internet. Well, maybe not shock if you've watched literally any of his videos at any time at all.
Alright, so I just got done fucking my pocket pussy and holy shit. Like, I fucked that motherfucker into goddamn submission.
You'd know, Bryant has never been the most morally upstanding man, which I think goes without saying at this point, but that was always the exact reason he became as popular as he was. He was seen as a novelty, a meme to the people who supported him the most, whose persona served no other purpose than to be mocked, laughed at, and
yeah, that guy was like a father figure to me. It was like such a weird comment. Like, who the fuck? It just doesn't make sense. I want to hope for the sake of humanity that not a single person was looking at this dude going, that's like a father figure to me, okay?
Ostracized. And to think this cretin is still prowling the internet on sock Instagram accounts is enough to keep most parents awake at night. In many ways, Brian is the perfect example of a soulless predator who will stop at nothing to get whatever his twisted little heart desires, despite being well aware of the legal and moral objectifications at hand, which is what makes him the danger he is. I worry that as long as he's walking free, he'll always be a threat to whatever community he'll manage to slip into next. But when it's all said and done, EDP445 will never be anything more than the man who callously put his entire career, friends, and life all on the line for nothing more than a measly little cupcake.
You know what I mean? Always been a little bit too fucking sweet for me.
Keep on, keep running.